Walking around the city today, my client is right near Lincoln Center. And who walks by me but Steve Carell? He's doing Uncle Vanya in Lincoln Center. And I didn't say anything to him because I never was an Office fan, unlike Aaron of Company of Jace or any of the other guys. Just not a fan. I saw Space Force. I just didn't feel. Actually, who said it? Gumbo Chef said I should have said Kelly Clarkson from 40-Year-Old Virgin. But he looked like he was, in a good mood. He was. I almost brought up the hockey thing because I remember he played hockey goalie out of the Midwest. I forget, was it Miami of Ohio or somewhere? He played college hockey, and maybe. But when the guy's walking and minding his own business and just having a good day, why am I going to bother him? Thought about taking a picture. I thought about bringing up my podcast. Maybe I should have done all the above. But if somebody's walking, you don't want to bother them, and you don't want to be a douche. So I don't want to be a douche, and I decided, you know what? I'm just going to keep on trucking. And it didn't rain, so I was able to walk home. And the medical profession is all fucked up. I have a doctor's appointment on Friday, and they want me to get blood work, which I got in recently, saying I had major kidney malfunctions or kidney disease. And I was like, what? I guess I said, no, that any part of your kidney taken out, any kidney? No, I would know about that stuff. No. And, you have to call 3 different places to get everything fixed up. I thought I had to go to Jersey tomorrow to do blood work. Thank God that's all out the window. But at least last night was a good night. Company of Jace, we had a chat going during the game, a live chat, which is always fun. Brunson, 28 in the first half. That was the most in the first half since at least 93. 44 for the game. He's averaging 34 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists, 28 in the first half. The Knicks, hey, listen, they were up 15 in the first half. Hey, Anthony, how's it going there? And I said that Brunson needs to have a big half. I mean, Dante only had 8 points. They actually were the first team since I think the 2012 Pelicans had more. I got to find that stat because I'm going to say it. Oh, and I know I wrote it somewhere else. Oh, yeah, I wrote it in my NBA stats. So I got to find it in my NBA stats. They were the first team since 2012, the Grizzlies, to have more offensive rebounds than the opponents had total rebounds and a half per ESPN stats and info. Thank you, Chris Herring, for that one. They dominated the first half. And they carried it over. The lead was up to 31, and they won 121-91. And Pacers got their asses kicked. And again, who disappears? But Halliburton disappeared again. And it's beautiful. You know what? So now we're going back to Game 6. Who's going to show up? Knicks came to play. They came to play. I saw also that Tibbs is up for a contract extension close to $10 million a year. We talked about all the guys playing a ton of minutes. You had Josh Hart, who said it's idiotic for saying that. Hey, this is what they're doing right now. How about Alec Burks, 18 off the bench? Josh Hart. Look at Alec Burks. Alec Burks has never met a basketball. He's not afraid to shoot. Not afraid to shoot. And he had a big game. And Rob was saying, that he took a month off. What's up there? How's it going, Louise? And they took off. What was I saying about that? He hadn't played in a month. And, for him to step up, I go, he's a professional. That's what he's paid to do. He's paid to play basketball. And he's not like he's not playing. You don't think he's practicing everything. Came in like he hadn't missed any time. He's also 32. He's been around the block a few times. He came in and did what he was supposed to do. I mean, they shot 54% in the first half, 55%, 38 from 3. Pacers only were 60% in the first half. Free throws, Knicks were up 27-11 in rebounds, 38-22 points in the paint. 17, it got cut down to 7 in the second half, and then they just took off and went from there. Siakam had 13, Nembhard had 8 in the first half, Halliburton had 7 points, a rebound, 4 assists, Toppin had 7, Brunson 28, McBride 12, Hart at 12 points, 8 rebounds, Burks 5. Achua did not hit his over-under of 9.5. Thank you. How's it going, Rob? Did not hit 9.5 rebounds. Brunson, as I said, most by a Knick since 96-97 in the first half, because I saw that Carmelo had a big second half a couple years ago, and they outscored when Brunson was out of the game in the first half. He sat down 2 minutes. They outscored the Knicks by 7 points. It's going to happen. And by the end of the third period, offensive rebounds were 16-3, the Knicks over the Pacers. TJ, I saw a stat at that point in the third quarter, 55 points, 44 in the paint. And HTJ in the chat yesterday said that Kenny Smith said that TJ was the best player on the court this series, which I don't know what Kenny Smith was smoking, but they definitely missed having I would have liked Charles there last night, who, says the Knicks are overrated and Shaq. But Draymond Green is not the guy. Draymond Green is a guy who likes clicks and, saying all this stuff. Listen, they had a great run. People are talking about them, rebuilding. Last night, one of the guys said that they have 3 years with Steph that they can build around him and Kuminga. I mean, listen, that's the thing. You get a good draft pick. You get some guys, and you turn around. Klay Thompson is a free agent. I think he's going to go. They're talking about him going to Orlando. I don't know how much he'll help Orlando, but that he could go there. I mean, I guess we're going to see what happens going forward. But, yeah, Halliburton, as I said, another disappearing act. Most 40-plus point games in a single postseason in Knicks franchise history. And Hardenstein, Rob said, tied Oakley with 12 offensive rebounds. And, hey, listen, he's a good passer. We talked about it last night. He's a better passer than Mitch Robinson. May not shoot as well, but, that's another thing he can work on his game. But, having a passing center out there and get rebounds and pass the guys that are open and make shots, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. And, he hits a little running floater, like a mid-range jumper. What do you call it? I don't know what I'd call it. But, I thought he played well, got rebounds when they needed to, got the, get second chances. That's always good. And, they dominated. And the most 40-point games in a single postseason, Bernard King at 6 and 84. Brunson has 5 this year, 5. And Ewing at 2 and 99. I mean, think about Brunson. 34 points he's averaging this postseason. I mean, he just keeps stepping up. I know he hadn't played well the last 2 games, 22 points, 37% from the field. He made it up for it last night. Yeah, he Brunson, 18 for 35. That's 50% from the field, 2 for 6 from 3, 6 for 7 from the line. Hart had 18 points. Halliburton had 9 shots, 1 of 4 from 3, 11 points. That's not good enough. It's not enough. Miles Turner had 16. Siakam had 22, 8 rebounds. McBride had 5 in the second half. Brunson had 16. Hardenstein had 7 points, 17 rebounds, a steal and a block. Hart, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal and a block. And Dante might not have scored, but Dante fills up the stat sheet. 8 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals and a block. And even Miles Turner got into it. They got called for double technicals. And what was it him? Oh, no, it was Hardenstein. I can't remember who he got into with, but then Burks came over and just like pushed his face away. Like, he didn't give a shit. Just like, all right. I just thought it was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. I freaking loved it. Yeah, I did. And the picture I have up today, I forgot to talk about. Washington State has a Tartan freaking uniform. Tartan. Talk about, this uniform is awesome. I mean, you know what? Football players, they really do like the uniforms. I mean, and why shouldn't they? But these are beautiful. I mean, I love this thing. I would love this uniform. Look at it. It's camouflage. It's like a camouflage uniform. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. And what else did I? Yeah. So Friday night, if there's a game 7, it's going to be like Sunday afternoon. Knicks ended up shooting 47 from the field, 34 from 3. And they were 6 for 10 in the first half. The Pacers, they went 6 for 17 in the second half. 53-29 rebounds for the Knicks. Offensive 20-5. And points in the paint 62-36. Just dominated. Great game for the Knicks. I was very happy about that. Yeah, and Burks had 18 points, 6 of 11, 5 for 8 from 3. Achua, 4 points, 5 rebounds. He didn't hit the over-under. 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. Everybody, hey, listen, you know what? This is what that Knicks had to do. You wanted Brunson to, go out there and get it done. Game 6 will either be in 6. If you know why the Cavs aren't winning is I heard that Spida is out again. Is most likely out tonight, which means that they will play at 6 p.m. on Friday, which means I'll be watching the game. I'm going to be out in New Jersey on Friday, and also players with how many games? With 5 players with 5 40-point games in the playoffs in a playoff run since 1990. MJ, Hakeem the Dream, Shaq, AI, LeBron, and Brunson. What's up, Tommy? How about that? The first 5 all made the finals. Thank you, StatMuse. I thought that was a really good stat right out there. I thought that was solid. I like that one. I like that stat a lot. So how about that? That's a pretty good list to be on there, Jalen. Players with 5 40-point games in playoff run since 1990. MJ, Hakeem, Shaq, AI, LeBron, and Brunson. Yeah, they did everything right. Let's see if they can carry it over into Game 6. Will they? I don't know. But after the Rangers fiasco on Monday night, it was nice to watch something good last night. And I also watched and we're good. Boston extended. They won 3-2 over no 2-1 over the Panthers. So that's going to a Game 6. And the Oilers beat the Canucks 3-2. That's tied 2-2. What do you got? Yankees won again last night. And as Cullum sent me, the Yankees are, oh, let me see. Who wrote me something? Oh, Joey, yeah, website. We got to believe Mets, every Mets game. Oh, he sent me something about the Mets. Mets lost again yesterday. It might be rained out tonight. We have, oh, and Jokic, what did I say? They went, I told my buddy Big S they'd win at 6. They won last night. Jokic, 30 points. They asked him about his dunking. He goes, well, I had to show off my athleticism to everybody. I mean, I'm a freak of nature, and I had to do the things that have to be done. I thought that was hilarious. Freak of nature and have to show off my athleticism, which, of course. And Jokic got it done. I mean, Anthony Edwards only at 18, and that series should be over in 6. So Cavs Celtics tonight. I see the Celtics closing it out. Yankees Twins tonight. Ranger Hurricanes tomorrow. Mets Phillies tonight. I think we're going to have a rain out there. Joey Lucchesi versus Ranger Suarez. And the Yankees won last night. They're 28-15. They're tied for the second most wins in baseball with the Dodgers. Stanton did his 9th home run last night. Marcus Stroman versus Pablo Lopez. So Colin brought this up he said we were talking about having a debate about the Yankees, about them being an iconic brand worldwide. And I was like, well, I think soccer's king, like he said, in Africa and China. I said, I don't think baseball's as maybe the New York, the logo, its a brand is worldwide and whatever, but I don't think the rest of the world really gives a shit about the Yankees. And I don't think Juan Soto really gives a shit about, the Yankees staying there and getting deals. He said, you'll get more deals. Well, Jeter was a lifetime Yankee. Joe DiMaggio, there's different things. But he's on his 3rd team. He's finally going to get the pick where he wants to go next. He's going to want to get paid commensurate to his talent level. And I don't think he's just going to settle. I think he's going to go, and I think he's going to see how the year goes from here, and then we'll see what happens on that front. I mean, that's what I think. So we'll see what happens going forward. But I don't know if I'd call the Yankees like a worldwide epic brand kind of thing in that respect. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. Oh, so Tommy wants to come on. Of course. All right, hold on a sec there, Tommy. I guess you have something you want to get off your chest. I have stuff. We're going to stay on point, though. I've realized that we've gotten away from JD talking sports and JD doing a little stupidity lately, which I don't mind some of it. But I feel like I've gotten away from some of the stuff, and I have material I haven't got to. So we'll get to everything. Hold on a second there.